Hello, this is Keisha James here with Bridging the Gap Girl Chat Edition. Yes. And it is my pleasure to sit here with Erin Patterson. And you tell everybody what you're doing. You're running for
County Council, District 4.
District 4, my district. Wow. Okay, so tell us why.
Well, I've been interested in politics basically all my life. I was kind of a weird teenager. As soon as I turned 18, I registered to vote Republican at the time. Then about 2016, I kind of switched over because it was just getting a little extreme on that side, basically.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Well, I can't say anything because I am, unaffiliated. Right. So I guess that's a good way to say nonpartisan.
Right.
There.
But, and I went around lobbying. I was homeschooled my entire school career, whatever you want to call it, and thankfully that allowed my mom to basically whatever interests I had. So I went lobbying as a teenager. I was up in Minneapolis.
That's right. You got into it pretty early.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of late in the game, only within the last 3 years because I'm married to David. But wow. So tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Let's see. Born and raised here at the hospital formerly known as PRMC. Grew up here. I can thank my grandfather, Rob Davis, for my love of everything outdoors and hunting and fishing. He had a little Carolina skiff, and he would take people out stingraying. And he's a renowned bow hunter. Actually, didn't say was. He passed in 2013. But and just my love of outdoors, and then my mother carried that on from him too. And I just really appreciate this area. It's a beautiful place.
And part of outside, you mentioned before we started recording, you mentioned that you like to explore haunted houses or empty houses.
Yeah, I do. Sometimes if you call up, some people still own them, and then you can ask the owner if you can just
go through. Yeah. How interesting is that?
It's fun. I love it because I really you can just kind of imagine what it used to be like, you know, before. It's the closest you can get to time travel.
Now I did say haunted at once. Have you ever felt as though you were in a haunted house before?
Not really.
Yeah,
no.
That's good. Nothing paranormal.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, because I would have to reduce that. So, my husband mentioned you're a mom.
Yeah.
Okay. How many kids do you have?
3. We have one 16-year-old in Y High, and then an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old in Beaver Run.
Oh, wow.
Which I also work as I work at Beaver Run as it's not as a teacher, but a teacher assistant.
Yeah. Okay. I not here, but I worked in the public school system in Baltimore, where I was an IEP aide. So I'm used to working one-on-one with students. And is that pretty much what you're doing, or you help the whole class?
Yeah, right now I got hired as the special ed, but then we ended up putting me in pre-K because they needed it because we have a lot. I mean, we're the biggest school in the district right now. So, but the previous job, I worked up in Delaware, and I actually was a special education teacher there, and so that was more a one-on-one type of deal. So I've done that before.
Okay. So you're running for county council for District 4, and a popular question is, would you mind working with our county executive? How would you go about it? What would you do?
I mean, there's no issue there as long as we can communicate, and she's open to listening to me, and I'll listen to her, and I don't see any
You will be able to work with her. I mean, because right now it just seems like I've been doing this for a little bit and having chats with her, and I feel as though she's doing her job. And with anybody in any type of office, as long as you're doing your job, all the other stuff has to be put to the side.
I mean, there's going to be people that don't agree with policy-wise. It happens.
I don't think anyone is going to always agree.
Right.
So we can just say, okay, let's agree to disagree and keep it moving. You don't have to bash the other opponent or anything like that. You just do what you need to do.
Right, basically. And then as long as, like you said, as long as she's working within her parameters, and there's nothing that can fall back on her, so it's just a matter of whatever becomes the more popular.
Right. I mean, and then it's like she's a person, you're a person. What's the difference? We're all here. We're all here to try to come to terms with making a better community. Why can't we just stay on that page? Why do we have to make it personal, right? So
I try to stay out of that stuff because I know some people like to say that, oh, this politics is like that. But, I mean, generally I just ignore it unless
Right.
even if it's banging on my door, I'm going to ignore it, honestly.
Right?
So, I try to anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
I know there's some times where you end up having to say something, but if somebody's doing a big smear campaign, I'm just...
That's them.
gonna do
And
it
you've got to
irregardless if it's
do
true or
all
not,
of
right?
that to get your point across. What kind of person are you showing yourself? So, what was the question I wanted to ask you? I had a moment. How is the campaign trail going?
Pretty good so far. We've done a few, like, talking engagements. I want to do the upcoming thing at West Side, preferably the candidate forum.
Okay.
That looks like it's going to be good. We've been knocking on some doors, but still trying to raise enough money to get all the signs. So that's my next goal.
That's a lot.
Right.
That's a lot.
A little pricey. Everything's a little pricey.
Like,
right now.
everyone has asked me to run for stuff, and I'm like, I'm not about that. Like, the raising money and all of that
yeah,
stuff.
I hate
and,
to
you know.
ask for money because people can't buy groceries right now. And
Right.
I'm like, here, send money for signs and things. It's like they'd rather buy a meal.
And one thing that you mentioned was electric. That was part of your view on things.
yeah.
So can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, I mean, right now the prices for mower power are astronomical. And then, of course, there's also the data center issue. And basically, they would come in and take even more of our electric grid that we already don't have to spare. And I'm hearing talks about raising prices because of that. And then also, our water table is not... We have sand here. We don't have deep aquifers. What we have, it seems like it would be really detrimental to the finite resources we already are struggling with, basically.
So it seems like you do your homework.
I try.
I mean, we want somebody in office
Right.
that is going to actually know what's going on.
Try to.
You know? So that's wonderful. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us?
See, I had all this interesting stuff. Of course, it leaves the moment.
I got a question. Why should we vote for Erin Patterson?
I like to think that I'm actually just a regular person. I know what it's like to have bills. I know how expensive everything is. I've worked in the school system, so I know what works there and what doesn't. I know about mental health. I also used to work at a recovery house, so I know, you know. Just generally, I'm a regular person who I will fight for something that I think is right. So you tell me it's important to you, I'm not going to just roll over and take it. I'll be like, no, I don't agree with that, and we'll change the terms because it needs to be done.
Right.
So, and I like to think that I'm somewhat relatable because I actually I don't really own any business or anything. I just have to work and pay my bills like everybody else. So.
Right. And so you're relatable.
Hopefully.
You're out here, you know, you want to do what's best for our community and for your district,
right.
Which is mine. Thank you. So, I really don't have anything else to say, Erin.
Well,
What would you like to say?
yeah, since it is your district, is there anything specific that you want to bring up that you have questions about?
Wow, what would I like to see? I would like people in place that will work together in harmony, because kind of like the Bible says, people are fit together to do a work, you know? So I want to see it without bashing each other, and in a perfect world, yeah, that can happen. But I just want to see everything work for the good of our district, for the good of our county, and just stop foolishness, because a lot of people are making it about things that don't even matter and taking the focus off the things that really matter.
That is definitely true.
So I feel like you would stay on track with that.
Yeah, because I just, like I said, I try to avoid, I mean, most of the time, it's not going to change no matter what you say. So there is no point in trying to get involved in it because it's just a bunch of background noise.
So what else are you doing to put yourself out there? We've got the door knocking. We're working on the signs. This is your first interview?
Yeah, basically.
Well, thank you. Thank you for making Girl Chat your first. I like that.
I think it worked out good.
That's awesome.
I'm also, we might end up doing some joint fundraiser things, but we're trying to find a location because everything is a little pricey with some. But generally, plus I want to find something that's in my district because...
Right, because it's your district.
Right,
and basically, we want to get to know you in person. Because this is fine. This is great. But we want to see you. you know, behind the cameras.
Right. I think we might end up doing something with Dan Schwartz because he has Wayne T. Gilchrist. He used to, he has his endorsement, and I used to, way back in the day, it was almost 20 years ago now, making me feel old. I used to, my political internship was at Wayne's office downtown, 2008. So, yeah, I think we have that in common, so we might end up doing some type of...
So this is actually like your first campaign run, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay. Maybe prayerfully it'll be the first of many, you know, after this, go on to something bigger and better.
Right.
Well, I pray the best for you, Erin. This was great. Short, sweet, to the point.
I think that was pretty much... trying to think if there's anything else that we didn't cover, but I think that was it.
I think we did good.
Right, I know.
Very well.
Perfect.
Awesome. Well, that was a nice episode of Girl Chat with Bridging the Gap. Maybe David will see